There is a ledger being kept on you, and you are the one filling in its pages. 4 pieces of information leave your mouth in ordinary conversations. 4, and each one becomes a coin in someone else's pocket, spent later at a moment you never chose. This is not a warning about strangers. The ledger is held by people who greet you warmly, and it is growing right now. Tonight you will learn the 4 things you must never reveal to anyone, and why your own voice has been the leak all along. Friedrich Nietzsche learned this law the way all real laws are learned, through wounds. He was a man the world refused to hear, abandoned by his health, dismissed by his peers, misunderstood by nearly everyone who claimed to know him. And from inside that exile, he watched something the comfortable never notice. He watched how people file away each other's private details like ammunition in a drawer, calm and smiling, waiting for the day the drawer becomes useful. His suffering gave him a clean view of human motive, and what he saw was this: most listening is not love. Most listening is inventory. Think about the last time your own words circled back to bite you. Maybe it was a private number you mentioned once, repeated later, in a room full of raised eyebrows. Maybe it was a quiet trouble at home that somehow became public property. Maybe it was a doubt you confessed at midnight that returned at noon, sharpened, in someone else's hands. You did not imagine that pattern. You funded it. Every detail you handed over was a brick in a wall being built around you. So today we expose the 4 things you must never reveal to anyone. And once you see the machinery behind friendly curiosity, certain questions will never sound innocent to you again. Nietzsche taught that beneath politeness, every social circle is a quiet contest of position, and information is the currency of that contest. People do not rank each other by what they see. They rank each other by what they know. And here is the law under everything that follows. Privacy is not distance. Privacy is armor. The first thing you must never reveal is your money, your income, your savings, your debts, your windfalls. The moment a number attaches to your name, you stop being a person and become a position on a ladder. Watch closely what happens after you mention money. If the number is high, warmth curdles into calculation, requests arrive dressed as opportunities, and resentment starts renting space in familiar eyes. If the number is low, respect quietly drains from the room, and your opinions begin weighing less. Not because you changed, but because their measurement of you did. Nietzsche despised the way the herd prices a soul by its pockets, and he taught that a person's worth must remain unmeasurable to stay untouchable. A hidden number cannot be envied, borrowed against, or mocked. Your wallet should be like your heartbeat, working constantly, heard by no one. The second thing you must never reveal is your good deeds. This one feels backwards, so notice this pattern carefully. The kindness you announce stops being kindness the moment it leaves your lips. It becomes an invoice. The people who hear it now owe you admiration, and human beings quietly hate their creditors. Worse, the ones you helped feel their gratitude turn into a debt performed in public, and debt corrodes affection faster than any insult. Nietzsche saw advertised virtue as the cheapest theater on earth, goodness performed for applause instead of lived in silence. He believed the highest acts are the ones that need no witness, because they were done from overflow, not for exchange. Speak of your charity, and you have already been paid. A good deed announced is a good deed sold. But here is where the lesson moves closer to your own front door. The third thing you must never reveal is the trouble inside your home, the argument with your spouse, the rift with your brother, the disappointment sitting at your own table. These conflicts feel unbearable to carry alone, so you hand pieces of them to outsiders and call it venting. Understand what you have actually done. You have given a stranger to the situation a permanent vote inside it. Long after you and your family have healed, the outsider still holds the ugly snapshot, and they will consult it every time your loved one's name comes up. Some people collect other household storms because the thunder makes their own silence feel like peace. Nietzsche warned that the crowd feasts on domestic wounds precisely because those wounds prove the strong are bleeding too. Your home is a temple, not a stage. What breaks inside your walls must mend inside your walls. Now stop here for a moment, because there is a twist beneath these 3 points that almost no one catches. Your money, your virtue, your household, these are not 3 separate secrets. They are one single law wearing three masks, and the law is this: whatever you reveal, you transfer ownership of. The detail that lives safely inside you now lives outside you, in minds you do not govern, serving agendas you cannot see. Revelation is not sharing. Revelation is surrender of custody. People are not wounded by what the world knows. People are wounded by what the world was told. And that brings us to the fourth thing, the deepest and most dangerous of them all, because the first three live in your circumstances, but this one lives in your spine. You must never reveal your self-doubt. The 2 in the morning voice. The suspicion that you are behind, that you are pretending, that you might not be enough for the life you are attempting. Confessing your struggle with a task is honest work. Confessing that you doubt your own worth is handing over the master key. But let's go even deeper, because here is the darker layer. The person most likely to receive that confession is the person closest to you, and closeness is exactly what makes the key fit every lock. A stranger who learns your doubt can insult you once. A beloved who learns your doubt can echo it forever, in small pauses, in gentle discouragements, in concerned questions timed precisely for your boldest moments, not always from cruelty, sometimes from fear of losing you to your own growth. Nietzsche knew that the ones who love us often prefer the version of us that needs them, and your revealed doubt becomes their proof that the old you is still available. Once someone knows where your foundation cracks, they never have to push the walls. They only have to tap the crack. So what do you actually do with all of this? You do not become suspicious. You become sovereign. Sovereignty means your inner country has borders, and borders are not hostility, they are order. Answer money questions with vagueness and a smile. Let your kindness be discovered by accident or never. Guard your household storms until they pass. Then let outsiders admire the rebuilt house without hearing how it burned. And take your deepest doubts to the only 2 counselors who cannot betray you, the page you write on and the person you are becoming. Speak your fears to your future self through action, and let no living witness hold the recording. Understand what changes when you seal these 4 doors. Nothing dramatic happens, and that is the victory. The requests stop arriving, the whispers lose their material, the taps on your cracks fall silent, because the cracks were never mapped. You move through the same rooms, warmer than before, lighter than before, because you are no longer performing your inventory for the crowd. You are simply living it. Keep your numbers in the dark where they multiply. Keep your virtue silent where it stays pure. Keep your home sealed where it can heal. Keep your doubts starved of witnesses until your results outvote them. Because the world can only spend what you deposit. Empty hands cannot be armed against you. Concealment is not deception. Concealment is not fear. And what is never revealed is never owned by anyone but you.